Hello, this is my video on how redstone works in Minecraft. Those of you who've clicked on this video most likely have seen redstone and found it in the wall in a cave and just decided, I have no idea what this is for, I'm just going to put it away in a chest. Few of you probably have never even seen redstone or know what I'm talking about, and if you are one of those few, you should probably watch another guide and learn the basics of Minecraft because this might be over your head. Anyway, as I begin, here's some basic explanations of circuitry. For example, right here we have a stone pressure plate and a wooden door. Since they're one block away, when I step on the stone plate, electricity travels through the block below it into the next block, activating the door. Here we see another type of trigger. It is a lever. If you right-click it, it sends electricity through this block to this block, touching the door. That is why the door opens and stays open because the lever is in the on position. So now I will close the door. And if you want to see how to make both of those, this right here is how you make a lever, one stick and one cobblestone, one in the middle, one in the bottom. And this is how you make a pressure plate out of stone. You need stone blocks, not cobblestone blocks, so you have to smelt your cobblestone before you can turn them into stone. You can also use wooden planks in place of the stone and get a wooden pressure plate. This from now on is how I'm going to show how to build different pieces of the redstone architecture. So now, here's a little example. You're in a cave. You see some redstone ore. What do? If you mine it with a stone pickaxe, this is what happens. After a long period of time, you receive absolutely nothing in return. So don't waste your stone pickaxe on don't waste your redstone on a stone pickaxe, because you're not going to get anything. You have to use something like iron or above. Iron, gold, or diamond would work perfectly fine. Redstone drops about 4 or 5 different redstone pieces as you or when you mine it. So now, if we go through this hall, we see here, sorry about that, we see here another redstone button, or another redstone activator. This is a button. You right-click it, and the door opens, and it goes away after a couple seconds because the button doesn't always hold electricity. Holds it for about 1.5, 2 seconds. And here's how you build a button. You use 2 cobblestone, one in the middle, one down, and your end result will be a button. So now, I will go through the door. Here you see we have a switch and some of this powder stuff. This is redstone wire. This will allow electricity to travel multiple block lengths instead of having to be right next to this door. But look, it doesn't travel through this block. This block is receiving electricity because the redstone wire is leading up to it, but it can't transmit because it doesn't have anything that lets it transmit, like redstone wire. To make redstone wire, you select redstone, as you see down here in my inventory, I have it selected. You look at the block where you want the wire to go, and you right-click. Simple as that. And now by doing that, I have completed the redstone circuit, and this door has opened, and will stay open because the lever makes the electricity stay. So here, I'm going to show you another redstone architecture, the redstone torch. It just requires 1 stick and 1 redstone, and it creates a redstone torch. So I'll take my example and show you what it does. By putting it here, this will constantly put electricity as long as the torch is on. The torch always stays on unless another source of electricity is pointed to this block right here. So this door will always stay open unless electricity is flowed to this block or I break the torch. What the? Alright, let me just fix that mistake. Something just happened. Okay, so now the door is open. As we proceed, we enter this right here. We have a very, very long string of redstone wire that's electrically charged. Notice how the brightness changes. Up here it's very bright and is what's called strong redstone wire. And over here, it's starting to get dimmer. It's weak redstone wire. Weak redstone wire cannot transmit. It can only receive and continue on. Redstone has a block limit of 15. So if I put the power source here and you count the blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is the last block that has power. But as you can see, the 16th block is dead, and every single one past that, so we can't open this door. So to continue the circuits, most people would create a repeater, which is a logical gate, out of 3 or 4 blocks. But as of Minecraft 1.3, they have included a redstone repeater, which is its own separate device. To make it, you use 3 stone blocks, 2 redstone torches, and 1 redstone. And you assemble it just like this, and in your output on the workbench, you will get a redstone repeater. So I'm going to take that and erase this redstone right here, which will give me a redstone back, and I will place this repeater. It's important how you place it. The part closest to you, or in the direction you're facing, will be the input end, and the part going the other way is the output end. And this will reactivate the redstone signal and increase it to make it strong enough so this door opens. As we continue, I have another pressure plate opening to a door. Here, you will see some basic logic gates that people use to create mechanisms. This is your standard input. As you see, the redstone wire is going straight to the door through the block. There's nothing special. By turning on this lever, this block activates, which sends electricity through this wire, opening the door. Now this here is a NOT gate. Remember the redstone torches? Like I said, when they're powered by electricity, as when I pull this lever, they turn off, which shuts down this redstone wire and closes this door. This can be useful if you're escaping from someone, you panic and turn off a switch, and they're locked in. This right here is an AND gate. These 2 inputs are off, and these torches are automatically on, and this torch is off. By turning this torch on, this torch goes off. By turning this one on as well, this goes off, and this one activates. So the way this works is you can have one switch on one wall and another switch hidden somewhere, so you have to have both of them activated to open a door. Sort of like a secret puzzle to open a hidden doorway to a room of chests. Here is an OR gate. It's basically a bunch of switches wired up to one line of redstone to one door. No matter what switch you press, the door will open. Even if you leave one on, turn another one on, and turn the first one off, the door will stay open. Here we have a NOR gate, or an inverted OR. Right now the input is on, but as soon as we turn on one of these, it's just like a NOT gate. It automatically turns off the torch, shuts down the wire, and closes the door. And here we have a NAND gate, N-A-N-D. It's an inverted AND. The same thing as a NOR gate, but with both of the inputs on, the input over here closes down. Again, another useful way, you can use it to lock a door real quick by leaving one of these off and one of these on, and then quickly running by turning this on. Over here, a fun little trap you can set for your friends. By using a dispenser, you can fill it with arrows. Oh, to make a dispenser, you use this. 5 cobblestone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cobblestone, 1 bow, and 1 redstone. You build that, and you get a dispenser. You place it by going like this, and the hole it shoots out of will be facing you. Now, if you fill it with stacks of arrows, or you can fill it with whatever you want and it'll just drop it, but if you fill it with arrows and connect it with redstone, it will shoot. So you can have a trap right at your door. People step on that and they get shot and usually back up. It also will warn you. So this right here is how to have redstone travel multiple block levels up or down. By scaling this, you can see this door is closed and this redstone is off. So, by turning this on, this turns off this torch, which turns that torch on, turns this torch off, and turns this torch on. It is important to note that when building this, the redstone wire has to be 1 block level lower than the first torch. Otherwise, it will not work and the redstone wire will permanently stay lit because of the way torches work. They do not light what's below them. So that's how this works. And then I climb up here, go through this door, and here you see a use for repeaters. This is a 5 clock, but as you can currently see, the repeater is set in the original position and it is blinking rapidly. The repeater has multiple positions, as you can see. By right-clicking it, you change the right lever. The first position is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 1/10 of a second, this is 2/10 of a second, 3/10 of a second, and 4/10 of a second of delay. The torch automatically emits a tenth of a second of delay. So by setting this all the way to the fullest position 4, this delays 4/10 of a second, and this delays 1/10 of a second. Thereby, every 2 times this blinks is 1 second. So you can create some very interesting things. You can create a timing program or even a door that repeatedly opens and closes. Or a rapid firing dispenser, whatever of your choice. Now through here, you see if you put redstone torch right next to a door, it'll automatically stay open like I showed you earlier. It is important to note, sideways does not work, but you have to put it right next to the hinge of the door. Now here, we have an AND gate. This is to open this door, but if you notice, there's only one switch in this room. It's not a very complex puzzle, but here's a great way to show how puzzles work. Right now, if you follow this trail, you'll see there's another switch way over here. A great example of you hiding a switch so your enemies cannot find the access to your room. Now this door is open, stairs are up, and we are outside. So, another great thing you can do is a beautiful trap. We now have a button wired with redstone going straight to this torch, which has an off torch up there with TNT. TNT, as you know, is a very powerful explosive in this game. It explodes in a 5x5 by 5 block radius, and you can basically self-destruct your house with something just like this. So as a finale, I give you an explosion. So powerful it even hurt me. There you go. This was my Minecraft block tutorial, and thank you for watching my beginning redstone course. Hope you follow my advanced redstone course as well.